for guys, for girls, we all know what we want
in a man
or
or a
spouse.
Yeah.
So it's not about what she just said, that it's the men that looks
I
for the
only
women.
said what the Bible says, that
See,
it's for this cause.
let me not deceive you. In this age, women, please, you can also look for your
yes,
guy.
honestly, it's true, but
the thing is just knowing who you want to marry.
hello guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Cynthia.
I'm Ayo. And welcome to our channel.
Yes, welcome to our channel. So for our returning subscribers, we want to thank you for supporting us, for sharing and liking our videos, and also thank you for the comments. And for our new subscribers, or if you're just joining us for the first time, please do not hesitate to like, to share, and also to subscribe.
Yeah, thank you new subscribers for joining this family.
Yeah, because we're a family.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
Turn on your notification bell so
Very
that
important.
you'll be the first to receive our videos when it drops.
Yeah.
Thank you in anticipation.
Yes, and thank you in advance. Yeah. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about choosing the right partner. Yes, choosing the right partner. In choosing the right partner, what are you supposed to do? What are the steps? What are the signs? What are you supposed to do when choosing the right partner? So I will leave him because he was the one. The Bible says that for this cause, a man shall leave his father and his mother. Yes, now that's what the Bible says. Calm down. The Bible says that for this cause, the man shall leave his father and his mother.
Yes.
And cleave unto his wife, which means that they are the ones that need to come and find us. So he goes first because he came to find me. Then I'll not say my own.
Apart from, I'm going to go first, but apart from going first,
Yes.
for guys, for girls, we all know what we want
In a man or a spouse.
or a spouse.
Yeah.
So it's not about what she just said, that it's the men that looks
I
for the
only
women.
said what the Bible says, that
See,
it's for this
let
cause.
me not deceive you. In this age, women, please, you can also look for your
yes,
guy.
honestly, it's true, but
The thing is just knowing who you want to marry. All right. Choosing who to marry. Choosing who to marry. Now I'm going to be sharing my experience based on what I know and what I was taught. Now a lot of us have problems in marriage, or problems in choosing who we want to marry.
Yeah.
What I mean is, guys, we see a tall, yellow, fair girl, we like her. We see dark, a little bit fat, short, we like. We see a lady with a mixture of two colors, if there is anything like that, we like. So most of the time we have issues because we are not actually choosing right. So we have a lot of women on earth, and I think from statistics, women are more than men. Okay?
Yeah.
So we are going to be talking about choosing the right person here, and this helped me, and I'm sure it has helped quite a number of persons. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Like when I was in the university, for instance, a lot of people were worried about me not having girlfriends. Girlfriends or girlfriend. I had friends who were girls. I had lady friends. but I think what they meant intimate girlfriends. You understand? So, but I was like, I had this in mind that I know what I want in a girl. You understand? So let me quickly share my secrets of choosing. My secret of choosing. Sometimes in year 2000, year 2000, yes, if I'm not mistaken, 2000 or 2001, I was in a seminar. It's a marriage seminar, and I always want to attend. While growing up, one thing I wanted not to make mistake in was making mistake in marriage. I never wanted to make a mistake in marriage. So every opportunity I have attending marriage seminars, I always want to be there so that I could learn and all of that. So when I entered the poly, was in the poly that we were taught this, in my youth as in the youth fellowship, whatever, they invited this man of God because of marriage. So it was a marriage, I think it was a marriage counseling week or so. So they invited this man. So this man said a lot of things, and thank God I was attentive in that class. Thank God I took note, and thank God that I was there, because it has actually helped me. So what he said, that man of God said, a lot of us youths have problem in marriage because we really don't know what we want. Because by the time we see a fair girl, we want, like I've said before, we want the fair girl. By the time we see a dark-skinned girl, we want the person. But is it possible to marry a fair and a dark-skinned girl at the same time? And that answer is no. So for every person, there is somebody you like. You understand? For instance, I as a person, I never liked a fair girl. When a girl is too fair, and we can only be friends, you understand? We can only be friends. Our relationship cannot go beyond friendship. So while I was there, he said there are things we need to do. So in finding a girl, in finding a future partner, here are the things this man of God listed. Number one, he said, one, you need to know if the person you want to marry has to be educated.
Okay.
One of his criteria. Are you planning to marry an educated girl, or are you planning to go to the village and bring a girl? So that is the criteria. So like some persons want to go to the village and bring a girl who they feel, okay, it's not spoiled, it's not this, it's not exposed. That is a criteria. If that is your criteria, you have to put it down. So he also said, in choosing a girl, you need to know if you actually want a dark-skinned girl or a fair girl. A fair lady, sorry. So he said, in between this, there is one that you like so much. So it could either be she's fair or she's dark.
Okay.
So in all of this, he said, write it down.
Okay.
So if you want to bring somebody from the village, write it down. If you want a fair person, write it down. So he also went ahead to say, if you want the person, okay, based on education, I said, do you want the person to have BSc? Do you want the person to have done a master's or his master's? Or do you want the person to have, you understand?
Yeah.
He mentioned those criteria and said, write it down. Then he went ahead and said, do you want the person, okay, what state do you want the person to come from?
Okay.
He mentioned that. He said, write it down. He now said, do you want this person to know how to cook? Yeah, it might look funny, but that is what he said that time. A lot of us did not take it serious, but thank God I took it serious. I wish I could have that in my book, and I would have shown you. I wrote it down. Yes, and I said, okay, I actually like food. My wife must know how to. So that was a criteria. I wrote that down. And he also said, do you want the person tall or short? Do you want the person to be fat? A lot of guys love fat women. And when I say fat, ladies don't be angry when I mean fat. What other word can we use for fat? Chubby. That's what I mean. Chubby ladies, as in you understand? A lot of us like such women. And he said, do you want the lady to be slim? He said, write it down. And he mentioned a lot of criteria, a lot of qualities you can actually see in a girl. After you have written it down, he said, this is what you are going to pray about. He said, God, give me a wife that has all these qualities. All of these criteria, because I've been mentioning girls, fair, dark skin girl. It's also applied to women. For instance, you want a guy who is tall, who is dark skinned, who is this,
who is
rich,
for instance,
and has plenty money, for instance, and all of that. You put down all those criteria, and you start praying in that direction. Like what I'm saying today, a lot of us took it for granted, and it was after some time I started realizing, what this man said was actually true. So, and I started praying in that direction. God, this is the kind of woman I want. I was not even praying. It was that day that I wrote it down, that we were asked to pray that God should lead us and direct us. That was what I did, and I wrote it down. So in my mind, if any girl, any lady comes and is fair, I think God will just tell me it's not this person. Don't just deceive yourself. This is what you have said. If I see a fat girl, well, as in chubby girl, they can be my friend. We can be friends, but I know this is not going to lead to marriage. You understand? So that is the way it has helped me. And that guide gave me a guide when it comes to marriage. So when I was in school, anybody that comes my way that is not that, I don't just look up. It just comes. God will start showing me that no, this is not the person, and I already know. So it's actually helping. A lot of us make mistakes because we are dilly-dallying. If that's the right word, we choose it from this person. We want to marry fair girl. That's why a lot of guys have lots of girlfriends. That is why.
Because they are not sure.
Because they are not sure. They are not certain. And as Christians, they are not meant to be testing round. You understand? You need to be certain. You need to know what you want in a woman. You need to know what you want in a man. You understand? And this will guide our steps. This will guide your step in choosing right. And I want to tell you, this helped me. When I met my wife after university in camp, I'm sure a lot of us have probably seen the video. I was not looking in another direction because I knew the thing just came. It was not that the thing just, because look at it, I wrote that thing down year 2020, and I met my wife what year? 2010. How many years difference? Like 10 years. That guided me. That gave me a guide in choosing the right partner. And today I am not regretting what I did. So I tell a lot of folks, young people, see, if you are going to marry right. No, I know a lot of us have ways of choosing. I'm just telling you about a seminar I attended and what we were taught. A pastor came and he told us all of this. It helped me. And I think it can also help a lot of us if we follow in this direction. It will help us in choosing right. It will help us not to be double dating.
Okay, so let me come in now. You have said a lot. Yes. Number one thing when choosing a partner is God first, of course. He is the ultimate. He's the one that will direct you. He's the one that gets to lead you. He's the one that gets to give you that confirmation that yes, this is the person. And like like he said, it's also good to know what you want from the very beginning. Some people wait till when they are almost at the age of marriage before they start thinking, what type of person. No, you can start from now saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. Do you understand? Yes. So just like he said, listing down the qualities of things I want. So as he also attended the seminar, mine was the seminar, it was just a church program, and the pastor happened to be talking about marriage, also choosing your spouse. And he said something that I will never forget. He said, we tend to look at, like we humans, we tend to look at only the good part in someone. We forget about the negative aspect. No, you have to look at both the negative, because nobody is perfect. You have to look at both the negative side of the person and look at the person's perspective. So I can say his strength and the weakness. You have to look at the person's weaknesses. You have to look at the person's strengths. What the pastor pinpointed to me that I will never forget, he says, don't rely on the strength of that person. When choosing a spouse, he said, look at the weakness of that person and say, can I cope with this weakness? If you can cope with the weakness, then go ahead. Because tomorrow that weakness will be the problem. So it's better you already know during courtship, this man, he likes to eat too much, or this person, he has a certain way of sleeping, this person, if it's this time, does not want. So you need to learn. You should have known the person, like you meet different people, so you can use this to assess them, like, this is all his strengths, which is good, I love all his strengths. Now look, this is all his weakness. Can I cope with this weakness? So even if the person proposes to you and you know that you cannot propose, he slaps me or he gets angry easily, please run away. Once you know and you are sure that you cannot cope with the weakness of that person, just as you too, you also have a weakness. If that person also cannot cope with your own weakness, then you shouldn't work. You shouldn't go into it, because tomorrow you guys are going to regret. And the funniest part of the story is that as a Christian, marriage is an institution set by God. You only marry once, you die there, you live there. It's the only institution that gives you a certificate before you graduate. When you go to school, you would have finished everything before you get your certificate. No, in marriage it's the other way around. This is your certificate for life. You cannot leave, you cannot run away. Yes, although they say if there is domestic violence, you can separate because you should not die in a marriage. But as Christians, you are not supposed, if there's no domestic violence and all that, you are supposed, it's a binding institution. You are meant to be together till death do you part.
And that is the reason why you need to marry your friend.
Yes, and you have to be careful when choosing. It's not games. It's not a game that you play that if it doesn't work, I jump in. It's not a game.
Sorry, this one chop, I mean no chop.
So you have to open your eyes, know the things that you want and you're expecting in your spouse. And then I have to bring up this stuff as well. This happened in Deeper Life Church. It was a testimony that Pastor Kumi was talking about, and he said that he interviewed a couple that was about to get married, and he called the lady first and he said, what are you expecting in this marriage? And the lady was like, I need him to provide for me, I need him to take care of me, I expect him to do this. She had a list of things that she expected the man to do for her. And he said, wow, that's all you need in this marriage? She said yes. So if you get all these things, you'll be happy. She said yes. And she now said, okay, you go out, let me talk to your husband today. And then the man came in and he asked, what are you expecting in this marriage? Guess what he said? He was like, I expect her to do this, to be able to cook, to be able to take care of children. He listed a lot of things that he is expecting in this marriage. He was like, he called the two of them together and I said, I'm not going to ordain this marriage because you guys are not ready. All of you have expectation for each other, but nobody has expectation for himself. Like, do you understand? I'm expecting everything from you. You are expecting everything. What are you then going to do? What's your own expectation for yourself? They didn't say, the man didn't say at the end of the home, I expect that I'll be able to provide for my hair. I expect that I'm here, but he was just expecting everything.
The other person.
Yeah, so that's gonna cause a problem with marriage because everybody's expecting something from everybody and nobody's ready to put in anything, and that type of thing will not work from the very beginning. So my take on this video is that you be very careful, list out the things you want, pray to God about it, because without God, nothing is going to happen. Pray to God about what you want, and then let God lead you and let God direct you so you don't make that mistake and start regretting and dying.
Yes, let God lead you. Like what I've shared today, it's an opportunity to actually put it out there. You understand? So that people could learn. On this channel, we are just trying to teach people biblical principles, biblical way, the better way to live a successful marital life, the better ways to get a better partner. So that is what we are just trying to teach on this platform. So what I've highlighted today has helped me, and I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people out there. Why not put it into practice and see if it's actually going to help you?
Yeah.
Share your thoughts if you have better ways to getting a better life partner. So let's know in the comments.
So once again, thank you so much for watching our video. If this is your first time here, do not hesitate to subscribe, like, share, and give us your comments and your thoughts.
And your comments and your thoughts.
And for our returning subscribers, thank you for always being there.
Thank you for being there.
Thank you for the encouragement.
Thank you
for the love. We love you too.
Thank you for the love.
Bye.